Black women do not have long hair. They do not have long natural hair. Black hair does not grow. It does not grow at the same speed as.
Hi lovelies, hi there and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, karibu. And if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly do. Alright, so today's video I decided to talk a bit about my hair. As you can see, I have Sisterlocks. I chose to show you the process that I go through to achieve my very luscious curls. So I basically just do a braid out, preferably with wet hair, and then I do the bands around at the bottom. And then I prefer doing it like the previous day at night, preferably, so that the longer the braids are in, the better the curls are. Other than that, there's something I also want to talk about, and of course with regard to hair. So for a long time, about 2 years, when my hair attained the length that I wanted it, I always maintained it in a bob, so I would trim it every 3 or so months. And I loved the bob because I felt that, number one, it complemented my very lovely jawline, which I love so much. But other than that, I preferred a bob because of the styling element. Like I didn't need to style it as much, so just curls, and the bob was just perfect. However, about 2 years ago, I had this sudden urge to let my hair grow out. I can't really explain where it came from. I didn't just suddenly start admiring long hair, but I stopped trimming my hair about 2 years ago. And thinking back, when I think back why I stopped trimming my hair, I must say that with my feminine journey, I have to link it to my feminine journey. With my feminine journey, as I've been going along my level up and feminine journey, there are just certain things that I found myself drawn to more than others. And of course, dresses are one thing, and now also I found that for some reason I became drawn to long hair. Okay, and I'm not trying to say that you cannot be feminine with short hair. I'm not trying to say you cannot be feminine with even bald hair. I've seen some very beautiful ladies with some very beautiful buzz cuts. But for me, for some reason, my decision to stop trimming my hair coincided with my level up and feminine journey. There's just something more girly and feminine about having long hair. Okay, and for me, I don't know, maybe it could be that I was trying to be more in tune with my crown chakra. That could be it. I don't know. I really do not know. It could be that I was becoming more spiritual. Actually, with my feminine journey, obviously I became more spiritual. So it could be that my decision to stop trimming my hair coincided with my balancing out my chakras, and specifically just being more in tune with my crown chakra, and specifically becoming more spiritual, which of course means I became even more intuitive. In fact, it reminds me of that story. Please go fact check, where we had the Native Americans who participated in the wars with in America, and so they were sourced for their ability to track the enemies. They were sourced for their abilities. They just had this very innate ability that they used to have, and that's why they were recruited into the American army. But now when they joined the army, as characteristic of the army, they had to shave their hairs. And the moment they shaved their hairs, it's almost as if their ability and capacity to do the things that they were doing prior, it's almost as if it did not necessarily disappear, but it diminished. Okay, also bring that back to the story of Samson and Delilah, and just the whole idea that, you know, his strength was in his hair. And then go back to the whole idea of the Jewish Nazarites and how they had to keep long hair. There's something about hair other than obviously the aesthetic element, which I'm all for. I'm all for the aesthetic elements, but there's something you cannot ignore about the spirituality of hair. There's just something about hair other than the aesthetic, which of course I love my hair, I love how it looks, but there's just something spiritual about our hair. Of course, again, it's also linked to our health, because the more you shed hair, a lot of the times it tends to point to either hormonal imbalance, it tends to point to having health issues and all these other things. But for me, the spiritual element is so crucial. But over and above that, there's just something. There are things which, as you are on your level up journey and on your femininity journey, you won't even need anybody to tell you to do certain things. You'll just find intuitively and instinctively you are drawn to those things. And for me, of course, I've always worn dresses, but I found myself wearing dresses even more in my femininity journey, but even more my hair, I just feel more comfortable with it when it's long. And again, like I said, it coincides rather with my feminine journey. And of course, I'm not trying to say that I will not shave it at some point. I'm not trying to say that I will trim it at some point. But there's just something about hair and being a woman. I can't explain it. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments what it is, but there's just something about having long hair and being a woman, and being not just a woman but a feminine woman, and the spiritual element of it, the health element of it. It's all connected, it's just all connected. So I just want to tell you a bit about my hair. Maybe some other day I'll tell you how I maintain it, how I do all these other things to make it grow. That's that's basically it. I didn't have much to say today. Just thought talk about my hair. So until next time, keep shining, keep smiling. I'll see you on the next one. Toodles.